And so, without any further ado, the Oceanside Library is very proud to have a poet in residence. I don't know how many libraries in Long Island have a poet in residence, but we do. And she is an absolute delight. She helps us in an innumerable number of ways behind the scenes and with programs at the Oceanside Library. And she's a great friend of Gazebo. She's a great friend of poets here in Nassau County and throughout. Ladies and gentlemen, Christina Rao.
Yeah, that should be good. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Tony. Tony Iovino. Yeah, well, thank you to the Oceanside Library and Oceanside Kiwanis and all of you for being here. Tony said that I am delight. Look at me. Okay, so usually I have trivia, and I don't have any trivia tonight. So I know you might be disappointed, but that means everybody's already a winner. And I have stickers, and they're science-themed stickers because I was on sabbatical, and my sabbatical was also science-themed. I was planning to write a collection of poems about Nikola Tesla, Marie Curie, and Mars, and I did a lot of reading, but the writing is still in the works. But I have 2 science poems, so we'll start with that. Waves. These stationary waves, frozen in position, layer all around Earth. Arcs electric, lightning curves close during thunderstorms. Everything is moving. Everything is energy. Out there in Colorado, skies light up nightly. A show of force, voltage, magnitude, causing little sleep, maybe harnessable, maybe catchable. All of everything, whirling endlessly through endless spinning space, perhaps mimicable. Out on Pike's Peak, dangerous stuff. High frequencies generated and magnified. Spark a fire, suck up the power, get cut off, keep going, keep out. Unfunded, but the energy is there, free flowing, as it has been all along. The next poem I have is a found poem, and it's based on Marie Curie's radioactive substances, which is her book-length dissertation about all of the fun science things that she did. It is a 13-and-a-half-page poem, so buckle up. No, I'm going to just, no, I'm not doing that. Tony will never invite me back. I am going to read one stanza from each page, and then you can come see this because it's not published anywhere. You can come see it if you're interested in the rest of it. Proving the body hypothesis through the process of isolating radioactive substances. Radioactive bodies besides ourselves becoming existence, a pure chemical existence. A strongly radioactive body appears incomplete. Radioactive bodies can be utilized, have been used. The new bodies, the feebly active bodies, are in reality luminous. The radiating body was the weak one. The face exposed becomes the same in a sealed glass vessel. A solid body is practically impossible. The same radioactive body does not behave. Radioactive bodies are kept in the dark, the whole replaced by darkness. New radioactive bodies should be annihilated in transparency between flesh and bone. The beauty enhanced upon the skin acts like a burn. Radioactive bodies generate, not justify. The radioactive body necessarily compensates. Certain bodies form exceptions. These bodies lose their law. All bodies do not behave. The active bodies were reckoned from the moment of spontaneous energy of any emanation. We will endeavor. Equilibrium will be disturbed. The radium diminished. New radioactive bodies have given rise to a movement, the starting point of the known. Yeah, I'm doing a whole thing. Once that's published, maybe, and someday it will be published, I picture it on graph paper with like drawings and stuff, but I don't draw, so we all have high hopes. That's my transition into, I'm going to read too from What We Do to Make Us Whole, and we're at the Gazebo, and it can be like a fun Monday night, and so I'm gonna try to keep it light, but this is a book about mostly grief, but some gratitude. So I found two poems that are kind of like happier. This one is called Gleeful. The joy of cows, roadside, sitting and standing together, as if I've never seen cows, as if they are exotic. I suppose to some they are, to others secret. Once at the Atlanta Zoo, a keeper told me to think of giraffes as giant cows. Heads the same, just a different height. Giraffes are roadside somewhere, but not here. Down here, there are the cows. The green grasses. The flowers and blankets of maroon, white, purple, yellow, billowing, blossoming, blooming, for miles stretched ahead. I'm going to read this one too. I'm annoyed because this is a lighter poem, and I kind of think it's pretty, but I'm annoyed because I was dating a jerk when I wrote it, and it was just like, oh. But I'm not dating a jerk anymore, so even better. I have other poems about him that are more on the jerky side, but I'm not going to read those. A feeling like nowhere. We lie down, we look up, we see clouds. Out in fields where grass grows as high as fingertips that hang gentle, soft shoulders back, chest open to the air. No blanket, skin on cool blades delicately crushed. Two bodies, afternoon. We lie down, we look up, we see clouds. Blueness pure, domed over, faraway daily duties simple. One body and no one else. Nothing else to do on an afternoon. Nearby calm breeze, miles of grassland get lost, tide low, nowhere else. We lie down, we look up, we see clouds, we laze. The breeze must push them across. They change shape gradually until they seem completely different from how they appeared at first glance when heads fell, light to ground, the ground soil, the ground solid. Distance from down to up, miles untouchable. Distance between hands equally near. We lie down, we look up, we see clouds. The sun stays somewhere close, not blazing, hinting at peripherals, also moving slow, also changing as warm cools off to chill. Hours silent, hours fade. Distance diminished. Fingers interlace, arm in arm, rib to rib. No one, nowhere. We lie down, we look up, we see clouds, and then, somehow, stars. Okay, so, I don't know if you heard the news, but I have a book coming out. I'm very excited about it. It's called How We Make Amends, and it's coming out from MOONLOVE Press in October, and having the book launch at the library. I'm very excited. And thank you to the library again. And MOONLOVE Press specializes in women poets who write love poems, and I don't write love poems, but apparently I do. Because love is like not in the typical like lovey-dovey way of love, and so the How We Make Amends is mostly about nature. And I never thought that I would be in love with nature, but I am. I'm the worst person to take hiking, but I still like it. So I'm going to read two from that collection. A view from the landing. Through each blade, a bird. Short boardwalk, long shore. They asked for meaning. An arrow points up a path instead. To take shelter from sunlight, a further jaunt up, steep, then steeper. Exposed roots spindle, gravel moves, dirt becomes sand, It all gets caught in creases, falls out much later, unexpected. They asked for hope. The way to get to the other coastline is lined with crabs and dragonflies. If that's not hope, then I don't understand the point of life. So, and that was, I usually don't have dates on my phones, but that was written a year and a day ago, because I did a hike around and write some of the poetry folks, and we hiked, and then we wrote, and then we hiked, and we survived. So it is a good thing. So thank you again for listening, and I have 2 copies of How We Make Amends hasn't come out yet, of What We Do to Make Us Whole. I've got 2 copies in the back. I've got stickers for everybody, so come see me about your sticker. And yeah, here's the last one. Heat, wave, walk. Flock flips up. Flicker, bicker, heave. Swarm of bumble. Market of carts. Parking lot empty. Red basket handle gone plastic. Harbor. Shimmery. All that shimmers shore to. Haze over forecast. Haystack. So much pressure behind face named not. The birds at the beach ran away when the wave came in, as if they weren't shorebirds, as if this had never happened before. They made a racket. They made a scene. Racket restrung once, twice, garden party. The trappings, decorous stick corner nest. I used to run from these. I watched a moving twig. It became a hummingbird. So I followed it down to the garden as it skimmed the tops of each petal. And I followed it down, sandals skidding on gravel. And I followed it down into a red, red